everybody. We're starting off this video with some iPhone footage just so you know it's real. We're doing some pillow talking. As you can see, I'm in bed. What time is it? 3 o'clock in the morning. Let me explain. Let me cook, okay? I spent the whole day at school today. What's new? I was so tired. By the time it was my last class, I was like struggling to keep my eyes open and also struggling to stand. I was struggling to think because I had a major headache. So I got home and guess what I did? I gaslit myself into thinking that I'm just gonna lay in bed. I'm just gonna lay down, relax a little bit. No, I fell asleep. And I woke up and it was 2 o'clock in the morning and I couldn't go back to sleep. So here we are. And I'm whispering because I'm aware of my surroundings. People are sleeping right now. I don't think that I should be yelling. But regardless, I don't have the energy for that because I still have a headache. Yes. We're going to talk about something that I feel like a lot of people need to hear, especially myself. I will come back to this video as a reminder to myself because sometimes I forget. I have memory issues, okay? This is something I've learned throughout the entirety of my life. Boom. Let's get into it. So, when I was younger, I had Instagram. That was my downfall. Why? Because I was an oversharer. And it was like so normal on Instagram that you would just do it because it seemed normal. Probably till this day, there's still people sharing quotes about how they feel. Granted, that is fine. You're allowed to vent about your feelings, But sometimes you don't realize who is watching. First of all, there's a lot of strangers on there who don't give a fuck. Second of all, there are people who may know of you who I wouldn't say they give a fuck, but they give a fuck enough to talk about it. They give a fuck enough to watch it and like wish for your downfall, and they don't have great intentions. So, yes, you may be crashing out on social media and people are laughing at you. They're just laughing at you. And I understand that people may think YouTube is the same, but no, you actually record something and watch it back and you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't share that. Talking from my own experience, I share a lot of vlogs. You may know that I like to go to Walmart. You may know that I like going on adventures. You may know that I love soup, but you do not know the little parts of me that I keep to myself, Those are my own experiences to tell. That is why you need to keep things private. Not a secret. You don't have to keep it a secret, but you don't have to tell everything about it. From my experience with that, it was not good. I deleted Instagram initially because of that, and I still don't have Instagram, and I don't care. People always ask me, what's your Instagram? Like at school, all my friends were like, do you have Instagram? I'm like, no. And everybody gets surprised because it's like something so normal to have, right? But I'm just like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. And quite frankly, my mind has been more stable than it's ever been. Okay. Let's get into the real deal. Sometimes you tell people things too in real life, the people who you want to trust, and there's always a part of me too that's like, damn, I need to move past my old traumas because I don't want to ruin friendships and stuff now because of my trust issues of other friendships I had before, right? So I do try to open up myself, but I peep patterns. I peep how people move, and yes, I've moved past my trauma. I worked a lot on healing, and I could wholeheartedly say that I'm over that. But you don't forget. You don't forget the signs. You don't forget the red flags. You don't forget behaviors that are concerning. And that's because you gotta watch out for stuff like that, okay? Because sometimes you get so like deep into relationships you had with people for years, you try to put a blind eye to it and be like, you know what, you're not doing that to me, but people be doing that to you. I can still open up without really opening up, like I will generalize things and tell people like how it is, but I will not tell people the details because when I peep a pattern, it's a pattern for a reason. And I feel like the top two things you should not tell anybody about is your plans and about your relationship, because people will always have something to say. Like if you're telling people that things are going good, they will not like that. Some people, I'm not gonna say everybody, low-key, they don't like that for whatever reason. And they will still have things to say about it. They will question it, doubt it, tell other people about it, and maybe it's not even them who has bad intentions for you. it's the people who they tell who don't like you, who don't want the best for you. On the totally opposite side, things could be going bad. And you tell people things are going bad, oh, they're happy. Not only are they happy, they're ready to spread it. They're ready to tell everybody about it, gossip about it. I just don't get it. I just don't get it, because when people tell me things out of confidence, whatever it is, they don't even gotta tell me, hey, don't tell people about it, because the person I am, I don't care. I don't care enough to tell other people about it. Not that I don't care about you, but I don't care to tell other people about you. I don't get why people feel the need to tell other people's business to other people. It will just never make sense to me, because there are people who I fell out with who told me the deepest, darkest secrets that they have, and I still have not told a soul. Like, when I talk to people and we're catching up and they're asking me how my life has been, I tell them about my life. I tell them about my experiences. The most I will do is vent about how somebody has been treating me, and that's my own experience with them. I don't go out of my way to be like, oh yeah, this is what I know about people. This is what I found out about them. I don't care. I just don't care for what other people are going through. Sometimes when I'm around other people, and this is the pattern I peep, they will tell me things that I did not ask for. I asked about you. I asked how you're doing. I did not ask you about how Bob got married and he's toxic. I don't care about Bob. I don't even know Bob till this day, okay? And at the end of the day, sometimes when I hear things about people, I just don't like to believe it either, because I know a lot of people just sit around. First of all, the fact that you're even talking about someone right now is just why? So automatically, I do not care. And I'm not gonna sit here and judge somebody with you because I don't know them. I knew them before. I don't know them now. They're not in my life now. And I'm not here to judge them. You know, I've been through situations before where people overcrossed my boundaries, who didn't respect my privacy, who didn't care or consider my feelings. So yeah, I am very big on making sure that other people don't feel that way as well. You ain't gotta tell me, don't tell this person about this, because guess what? I'm not doing it regardless. I tell people so many times, listen, I have nobody to tell. I have nobody to tell this to. So I feel like a lot of people are able to open up with me because, one, I do not judge. You could tell me the craziest story and I'm not gonna judge you because I've been through a lot of shit. I know I'm not a perfect person. I know that I've not always made the best decisions, and I know I've been through things that I couldn't control in life and could control in life, and life is hard and life is a learning journey, and I know all of that. Every time somebody's like, I feel like stupid about this situation and I'm scared to talk about it, I'm not gonna fucking judge you. And that's why time and time again people are able to tell me things that they can't even tell other people. Why? Because one, I'm not talking about you. Two, I'm not judging you, right? But sometimes when you tell people things, and you just gotta realize not everybody has the same heart as you. No matter how much they mirror you and try to convince you that they're not like that, sometimes you really gotta peep the actions. You gotta peep the patterns, because that's when you really get to know what they're all about. And sometimes, you know, I know things about people who I have no business knowing about. And it's not because I go out of my way to look for it. It's just because sometimes I ask people about their life, and for some reason it ends up with a conversation about other people. I did not ask for it. I'd rather not know. Why did you even tell me? I don't want to know this. But guess what? I'm still going to give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't know them, but I'm not going to judge them. I'm not going to tell anybody about it just because I don't care. I have to wake up tomorrow and like do stuff with my life. I have to go to school. I have all these responsibilities. I have my own life to tend to, my own people in my life that I care about. Why the fuck do I care about what the next person is doing? But you gotta peep that shit. I let people continue talking about it, not because I care about other people's problems, but I want to see how far they will take it. I want to see how much I cannot trust them. Because trust me, if somebody could do that to you, to someone else, they could do that to you. They could do that to you. Yeah. Is it mind-blowing that you're not fucking special? Is it mind-blowing? Not really. And this is why I say your friends are not my friends. And I'm not even saying that in a disrespectful way, like, oh, I don't like them, I get annoyed of them, I don't want to be around them. I could be civil, I could be cool, I could be kind, but your friends are not my friends in this aspect. Your friends are your friends. They respect you, okay? They have loyalty towards you. Do they have the same things for me? Probably not. Yes, I could have fun with people. Yes, I could be civil with people, but bro, they do not have the same loyalty for me as they do for you. So that's why I'm saying don't get it twisted. Just because you bring them around, it doesn't mean that you have to tell them about me. Why am I relevant to your conversation at all? And it's crazy because I don't have to go looking for any answers because God always shows me in the weirdest and most random ways sometimes. That's where you learn if you could really trust them or not. For example, you tell people about me, you're like, oh, don't say that I said anything about this. They get around me for 3 hours and they let it slip. They let it slip. They're talking about it and I'm looking at you sideways like, how the fuck does this person know this about me? Because I know nothing about them. Actually, sometimes I do. Just because there's always a middle person who's telling people everything about everybody else. And it's like, how did you know that about me? Oh, but I know. I know how. They know. I don't give people the reaction in the moment. I just want to see a thing. I just want to see if people think I'm dumb. So I play dumb. And I'm like, oh yeah, like acting like everything's fine. Because at this point, people should know me. At this point, if you've been in my life for a long time, you should know how I am about things. And you should consider my feelings for real. I'm not even really somebody who is insecure when it comes to friendships. I don't give a fuck. Bro, there's a whole reason why I have friends who have other friends. I let them do their thing. I don't give a fuck. I let my friends be friends with who they want, even if it's people who don't even like me. Why? Because I want to have the benefit of the doubt for people that as long as you respect me and defend me, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck because I'm sure with myself. And it's crazy because I would never do that shit. I would just never be friends with somebody who's hating on my friend. Like, I just wouldn't. But listen, my expectations for people are on the floor. I don't expect anything from people, and that's why I don't care. Simply put, I realized a long time ago that, like, you could have a different heart from somebody else. They just have a different way of showing love. They don't gotta do the same. You're not in control of them. You're not in control of shit in life, for real. But that doesn't bother me as long as you respect me. But constantly you see patterns, right? Like, people will be pissed as fuck if you were to like talk to people that they don't fuck with, or who don't fuck with them. It's okay if they do it. They don't even consider that. Okay? But the crazy thing about people is they like to let shit slip. These type of people who don't like you, they can't wait to get around you to let you know what they know about you. Like, it's so crazy. How many times this happened in my life where people thought they could tell their other friend something about me, oh, and their other friend won't bring it up. I don't care how little the detail is. Why and how did this come up in conversation? Because I don't talk to people, so how do they know? Really reevaluate who you could trust because they always slip up around me. And then I know. And then listen, I don't hate people for it. Like, I'm way past hating people in my life. Like, I have shit to do with my life. But I still do have feelings. Like, I still have emotions. And I do still get annoyed of certain things. I won't hate on a motherfucker. Like, do what you want to do. I play dumb for the most part to get people to show me, like, who they really are. It's very important for me to see. But people just be letting shit slip. Is that somebody you should trust with anything? Even your secrets? Nah, for real though. Not for real though. Like, think about it. You expect shit from people that you can't even fucking do for yourself. Because I bet you the people who do these things will be mad as hell if you did it to them. Like, why are you sharing all these things about me, and random ass people are coming up to me telling me they know this about me. Doesn't matter how small the detail is. Why are you doing that? Because my name should not be coming out of your mouth. People getting messed up. Like, I spent a lot of my life letting people step on me, overstepping their boundaries, all these things. Like, I'm not about to sit here and do it again and again and again. I don't hate people for it, because hating, it takes so much of your energy, you know? I just distance myself. I do this with anything. I just fall back. If you know me for long enough, you should know me, my character, what I'm expecting by now. From the conversations I talk to you about, from all these things, we're grown. We're not teenagers. I'm not trying to repeat things to you. I am not your mother. I've been there when people sneak diss me till this day. But I'm so confident in myself right now that I don't even get mad. But I also play stupid. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. But people really be disguising things with jokes. And when you're alone with them, you know, they're very like chill. They're very nice. They're very like, oh yeah, like let's build a connection and whatever type shit. But then when they get around other people, around their friends, and you happen to be there, it's always something. They always got something to say. They're always exposing something that you're like, why did you even have to bring that up? They're always like, oh, judging you, when really they wouldn't want to be judged for any situation, you know, and you never judge them for shit. They could tell you the craziest thing and you're just like, okay. They will get around other people and start clowning on you. They'll be like, oh, my friends are so stupid and always making the dumbest decisions. Self-awareness, self-accountability. Are you not also seeing what you're doing? You know, like in life, people make mistakes. People go through situations they cannot control. I just think it's very dumb to like joke about your friends like that. Like, people will be like, oh, why are you being so serious? You know what? It's because you could joke about a million things in this world. You could joke about anything, but people choose to joke about the people closest to them, saying things that are passive aggressive. I just can't relate to that. If I'm saying a joke, it has nothing to do with you. It might be something silly, but it's not something like hateful. And like sometimes people say jokes and you realize they've been talking about you. I just gotta let it be known that it's very important to be private, because people will not only clown on you, but there are people who want to copy what you're doing. There are people who will wish you the worst. There will be people who just want to be nosy and tell everybody about you and gossip about you. It is so important to keep shit to yourself, because even though you could trust yourself not to tell anybody about other people, you cannot trust other people. And I heard this thing that says only 20% of the human race has self-awareness. And I did not even have to fact check this. I just know it's true. I just know it's true. Because what? People really sit around trying to act like they're holier than thou. And the crazy thing is other people think they are, just because they're like-minded people. Like, they like to sit around and gossip. They like to sit around and feel self-pity. I'm not gonna lie. It's not even to be hateful. This is just to be honest. Like, a lot of people need to hear shit because they got people around them always, yes man, yes man, yes man, yes man. There are things people need to work on, and it goes beyond the physical. I feel like everybody cares about how they physically look, but never care about their mindset, about how they treat people, how they make people feel. That's my pillow talk for today.